bring the middle class back to a place where they had real opportunity, given an even chance to succeed, that things have gotten so much better for them economically.
Did he just claim things are much better economically?
Hi humanity, welcome to my channel. This is where we talk about the 12 laws of mind and how we operate them. And they govern our lives. They're divine law and order, principle. No use arguing with it, it's principle. It's always working, works for all, and never deviates. And real fast, if you enjoy these videos, thank you for the like. And if you've subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And if you think this could help someone else, feel free to share. It, helps everybody. Win-win for all. So, thank you so much for being here today. And our talk today is about inflation. Okay? Nobody knows more about this stuff than me. Okay? Nobody. Okay, I don't care who they are. I don't care how many degrees they have behind their name. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I read. And I read voraciously. And I always have, ever since the day I learned how to read. Because they told me I was never going to read. And that just didn't happen now, did it? And then I became a voracious reader. And when I started studying money and governments and markets and writing my market analysis and trading stocks and options and, doing all that, you learn a lot about inflation and stagnation and all this other stuff. Okay, and I lived through it. I lived through stagflation of the 70s. I lived through the gas crunch when the Saudis cut off the oil to the U.S. I lived through all that, okay, objectively. And in that time period, in the 70s on, it became very, very clear that, we were doing this to ourselves. All right? And so because you think you're separate, when you live objectively, they act like they're separate. But when you flip it and you realize it's all subjective, so everyone's helping everyone else, it's a symbiotic relationship, we're all interconnected, just like, if people screaming climate change and all that other stuff would stop and think about it, you're talking about starving the plant life. Okay, because that's what they breathe in, and they breathe out oxygen. So if you're really concerned about the climate, you should be pushing planting trees, not electric vehicles, not infrastructure that's going to use all kinds of diesel and gas-powered machinery to build it and everything else, so you can be hooked up to the electric grid no matter where you go, so you can drive your little electric car. Okay, that's a wealthy, smart, fart-smelling person. Okay, they live objectively, they smell their own farts. I'm not judging, I'm stepping back and looking at this. Okay, I love it that they're wealthy. Okay, good on them. And there's nothing wrong with being wealthy. But when you are so wealthy, that you've never had to dig or scrape or scratch or, earn it, you've just done what other people told you to do and it worked, and here you are, you've always been rich, you've always had everything handed to you, you don't know how to do what needs to be done when the push comes to shove. So they make up stories. Politicians, we have all told this to ourselves since JFK was murdered. Okay, let's not fool ourselves. He wasn't assassinated, he was murdered. And there is a difference. Okay. An assassin is a lone guy. goes out and shoots. He knows where he's going to be. He's going to sit there and shoot. That's why they call it assassination. That's their story. It's murder. That's what it was. All right? And we all know it. I mean, if you read about LBJ, one, he got into office with dead people, and everybody knows that too. Okay? It's public information. Feel free to look it up. Jimmy Carter did an investigation on it, and woohoo! You know, JFK wasn't supposed to win, but he did. Okay? And he despised LBJ, and LBJ despised him and his little brother. And you know why? Yeah, because they were all in bed with the mafia. Okay? And you stay in bed with the mafia long enough, you start thinking like the mafia. Okay? And you're not Lucky Luciano mafia. You know? You're the grimy word, the drug dealer mafia. You know, there's a difference. Lucky Luciano made that very clear. There's a big difference. You know? And this was pointed out in the movie The Godfather. It's why we like it so much. You know, it doesn't matter what they did. They were on the wrong side of the law, but they had honor and integrity, and they stuck to it, even if the rest of us perceive as what they were doing is wrong. Okay? Yes, they're breaking the moral code of objective man. Okay? But they're not breaking, there's no moral code to God. Okay? There's none. He doesn't give a shit. He's principle. Okay? If you love him, if you turn within to him, if you go to him, all right, and you wish everyone the best, you want everyone in your circle to succeed, you know, you're going to succeed. That's all there is to it. So understanding that is, you know, important. And what you're being fed here is a story. That's what a shun is, state of being. It's just, we're inflating. And they're smelling their own farts. It's what they're doing. Because there's plenty of supply. There's just more money in the system than there was before. But everybody can go get whatever they want. You know, it's just the people are telling the story that there's inflation. So then the stores buy that and start hiking up their prices, even though they're not having any trouble getting anything. Okay? The supply chain's fine. Things are coming through just fine, thank you very much. And if the electric vehicles having a problem getting chips, oh, you know, don't get me wrong. I love Elon Musk. I think he should make a pretty penny selling electric vehicles to anyone who wants to pay that. But I think, you know, that's a toy. And I don't want to pay for your charging stations every 200 miles. You know, go work a deal out with the oil companies. You know, maybe they'll let you put a charging station over there. Come on, man. Work together. You know, but understand, some of us like our loud, mechanical, gas-burning vehicles. You know, I'm not denying the change in the new. No, I'm not. You're excluding me. I'm including you. So who's showing inclusion and who's showing exclusion? Okay? And when people start saying things like, you know, well, being Marie Antoinette, go buy an electric vehicle if you don't want to worry about gas. Let me go. Sorry, Mr. Buttig. Some of us just don't want to. Okay? And it doesn't matter how much money I have. I'm never going to buy an electric vehicle. To me, it's just a supercharged golf cart. All right? No, thank you. I don't like that. It's like sneaky. It's silent. I don't like that. I want to hear that car coming so I can get out of the way. You know, or help somebody else get out of the way. No, that's me. There are other people who love those electric vehicles. That's great. You know, There's plenty for all in very many flavors. Okay, so if you buy into what they're pushing, understand what they're pushing is going to fall. All right, it's going to fall because they're smelling their own parts. They're inflating themselves. Okay, and this is a story that has worked in the past, and so they are hoping it will work, but they think they control it. So now they're really upset that it's going so. They don't control all these people's imaginations. You know, they hear that worst case scenario the broadcast news is pushing out, and guess what? Even though they don't have any supply problems, they're pushing up the prices to the customer in anticipation, in expectation. They're quite confident that will happen. They're putting on that state. You don't put on the state. You stay away from the states. The idea is don't put on a state, okay? Except the ones you like. And you don't like that one. Dr. Murphy called this the law of circulation. And this is true, but it's really part of the law of cause and effect is another way of causing it. It's, you're the cause, you're the effect. You're the cause, it's a constant circle, you know. You're the cause, you're the effect. So it's understanding that and taking a step back and remember this is spiritual. This is spiritual. This is thought. This is a mind game. Okay? And you step back and you just, okay, all is well. I'm at ease. Therefore, I know whatever I need, whenever I need it, whatever it may be, I have it in abundance. It is available to me instantly. I know this, you know, and you keep that up, you keep that up, and you keep that up. And, you know, it's not going to bother you. You know, what bothers you is knowing they know it. And they're telling this story. But just step back, bless them, forgive them, and you'll see them fall. And this is, I did a video, it's under the Bible Decoded playlist on Psalm 91. And it is a great psalm to go to when you're worried about this kind of stuff or anything like that. And, you know, all of this works brilliantly with understanding. And so you might want to catch that video and check it out to get the understanding of you're safe and secure, you know, always. And how to see this more spiritually so that those things don't bother you. Oh, really? There's inflation? Well, yeah, where have you been? I don't care. I don't look at prices. You know, and that's really a habit that you were in. You know, look at the price. Can I afford it? No, I don't look at prices. I don't look at prices anymore. What do I want? I want that. You know, I expect to have a never-ending supply of money going into my bank account. I'm confident that a never-ending supply of money is, you know, in my bank account. It's always moving, flowing into my bank account. I am always receiving money into my bank account. You know, it constantly flows into my bank account. You know, these kinds of things, so that, you know, you start getting that flow, that flow, that flow. You know, it's like that, you know, little ditty. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money in, money out, money saved. Money flows to me in abundance today. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. I'm free and clear. You know, I'm free and clear in all ways, in abundance. So it's just understanding it's a simple story, They're trying to get everybody else to buy it. You know, the reason they're doing that is, I can go into the whole objective story if you want me to go into that. Just put it in the comments below, and I'll make another video about that. You know, so I'll label it the objective side of inflation. You know, but this is seeing it subjectively, and you're not to worry about it. No. I know I used to think about, I know I used to believe in that stuff, but I don't believe in that stuff anymore. I know God provides all, and I always have whatever I need, no matter what's going on out there. No, I don't care. You know, I'm safe and secure. So I hope this helps. It's just a big, bad boogeyman. You know, the little devil trying to get you, and don't listen to him. Okay, just, you know, no, I didn't hear that. No, what I really heard was, isn't it great how Joe and Mary got that 57 Chevy they've always loved? Oh, I know, it's gorgeous. You know what? Well, I saw this truck and I love it, and it was for sale, and I accept on buying that truck. No, get out of here. Yeah, I'm buying that truck. Yeah. And you just go on with your thing, you know, whatever it may be. So I hope it helps. Blessings to you, and thank you. Thank you for being you.
Ah, ah, ah.